Hello everyone, myself Vaibhav. In today's session, we are seeing the equities taking a hit and starting from the Asian countries. Most of the equity markets in today's session have closed in red, and if you consider the European equity indices of the major countries, there we are seeing the losses of around 2 percentage point, and similar sentiment is also prevalent in the US equity futures. As the US session is getting underway, we are seeing the gap down open of around 1 percentage point for the US equity indices. And if you consider the Nasdaq, it is close to 2 percentage point lower compared to the yesterday's closing. And I think this sentiment is likely to prevail for some more days. So, in today's session, we will be looking at trading opportunities which are likely to present itself for us to exploit, provided we get the optimum entry points. And later in the day, we are also scheduled to get the FOMC meeting minutes. And this is the major highlight of the day. And I think the sale off which we are seeing in the equity market is also driven by the sentiments in the market that we can expect some indication of a possible tapering, or you can see some pulling off of the Fed from its accommodative monetary policy stance. And the Fed is not likely to roll back its accommodative monetary policy so soon, but any indication of possible talks happening on this topic will be a key thing to watch out for in today's meeting minutes, and we will see how it goes. And this meeting minute is likely to prove a major market mover in today's session. So be careful and stand ready whenever the release will come in. And another development which is having the widespread ramification in the market is this tumble which we are observing in the cryptocurrency space. The cryptocurrencies, including the Bitcoin and Ethereum, are taking a hit. And at one point in time, we had the Ethereum close to 50 percentage point lower compared to its recent peak of more than 4,000. And now for today, it is trading close to 2,500. And if you consider the Bitcoin, at one point in time, it had gone on to touch the below 30,000 level, and right now it is trading closer to the US dollar 35,000 mark. But if you consider its intraday move, it is lower by more than 20 percentage point. So this is a big development for the currency cryptocurrency space, and the trigger is being considered as the China's clampdown in these cryptocurrencies. But I think it was already these cryptocurrencies were trading in bearish sentiments for last couple of days, and it has only strengthened in today's session. On the commodity side, we are also scheduled to get the EIA's crude oil inventory data, and we are likely to see the crude oil inventories rising by more than 1.5 million barrels, and that is likely to add some price pressure on the light crude oil, which is already trading lower by more than 3 percentage point in today's session. We also got the inflation data for a couple of countries, and if we take a look on this inflation data, the key theme across the world is the recent rise in inflationary pressure, and that is evident from UK's data. And similar tone was also observed for the euro area, and later in the day, we also saw the Canadian inflation level reaching the decade high, and it has now gone about 3 percentage point. And for the US also, the last week we had got the inflation data, and it was also on the higher side. And this is something the central banks will be worried about, though they are not spelling out any clear cut policy measures which are likely to be taken to contain this inflation uptick. and most of the central banks are considering that this is likely to be transitory, and once the demand spurt cools off and the supply side constraints go away, the inflation pressures are expected to ease, but we will have to see how this unfolds in second half of this year. Now let's shift our attention to the technical space where we will consider the Dow Jones Industrial Average first, and then we will also consider the Euro USD. Let's start with the Dow Jones Industrial Average technical outlook. Couple of days back, I had talked about the possibility of a decline happening in the Dow Jones after consolidating closer to this immediate swing high. And if you had gone in for the trade, I think you might be sitting on pretty good amount of profit. And even now, I would say that if you have any short position in the Dow, you should continue to hold it. And on the lower side, we can expect this immediate swing low, which was formed in last week, to be retested. That is the possibility. So we do have the room of almost around 2 percentage point on the lower side for the Dow to decline, and if that happens, we are likely to increase our existing profit. If we consider the price formation from longer term perspective, I think the Dow has now entered into a consolidation phase with near-term buyers turning bearish. We can't really say if it has topped out, but from near-term perspective, that do seems to be the case. And for next couple of days, at least, the undertone is likely to remain bearish. So if we have to take any trade in today's session, I think the day's high closer to 34,000 provides a good opportunity. But for that price point, we will need some retracement to take place in the Dow from the current levels, as we have the Dow currently trading closer to the 33,700 mark, and that means we need almost 1 percentage point move on the higher side first before we can think about getting involved for the fresh trade. On the lower side, we have these support in place of the central pivot point, but I am expecting it to be breached considering the magnitude of the sell-off which we are seeing in today's session. And given that possibility, I would not really recommend trying to catch a falling knife. Instead of that, if we see some sort of consolidation taking place after a due retracement, we can think about initiating the new short sale trade in the though with the possibility of move on the lower side. Eventually, the 33,000 level can be expected to be reached by the Dow. If we consider the regression curve, it has also now started to incline on the lower side after this prolonged consolidation. And if we have the breakout below this central pivot point, then that will add more reasons for the bears to feel confident enough and push the Dow Jones Industrial Average prices further on the downside. So the price level to watch out for near-term entry is going to be this confidence zone of 50, 100, and 200 SMAs. And as I said earlier, also we need the Dow to retrace on the higher side and then consolidate closer to this resistance zone, and that will be a tough ask given the prevalent mood where the Dow is not even stopping in its slide and it is continuing to roll on the lower side, and that makes our new trade entries that much of a difficult ask. But in the market, you never know. Suppose if we get fortunate enough to see some sort of retracement and after due consolidation, we can try our luck and see if we can profit from these sentiments prevalent in the market. Now let's shift our attention to the currency space where the instrument of choice is Euro USD. We are seeing sharp moves in the Euro USD. Earlier in the day, it formed a high just below the 1.225 level. I think the exact high was closer to 1.2246. I'm not precise, but thereabout. and after that it had gone on to decline below 1.22, and now it has again found the buying momentum after the USD started to decline, and that has propelled the Euro USD on the higher side, and it is trading fairly close to its day high, and in near term it is likely to again continue to move on the higher side, and we can expect the new high formation in today's session or in next couple of sessions, and this prior swing high, which proved as a minor hurdle for the Euro USD, is likely to give way, and in course of time we can expect the Euro USD to get closer to this high established in the month of January 2021, which was there around 1.235. So we will be betting on that possibility. And given that prospects, I would say that the trade, if any, in the Euro USD should be kept on the buy side. And at least for today's session, we should avoid going in for a short sell trade given the sentiments prevalent in Euro USD. So if we want to rely on any trading opportunity coming our way, we will have to use these key technical formations. We have the first resistance of this month's pivot point series, which currently stands breached as we have the price action on the higher side of it. So if you want to go for any long trade, even after this substantial up move which we have already observed in the Euro USD, I would say that you should watch out for this month's pivot point series first resistance, and any buy trade should only be taken if the price action is happening above it, and if the price action dips below it, then that will be a marker that it is better to sit on the sidelines rather than trying to look to initiate the new trade. The regression curve has flattened, but the price action is still in the upper band, and it is now even trying to cross above the higher band, and as a result of that, I think we will have to be a bit cautious here before looking to go for any short sell trade, and that's the reason why I said that in today's session at least we should not be thinking about shorting the Euro USD considering the strength which we are observing in the bulls. So if we have to look for the new trading opportunity in today's session, you can utilize the day's low as a crucial marker, and that can be considered as the near-term support price. And unless and until we have any fresh break on the lower side below the day's low, I think in the remaining hours of the day also we can think about going in for the trade with buy side, and we can expect this immediate high, the day's high, to be breached most probably in today's session itself, or even if you are not in today's session, in next couple of sessions, the price momentum is likely to remain bullish, and we can expect the move beyond 1.225 in course of time. So in today's session, utilize the day's low as a critical marker as long as the price action is upholding this level and trading above the low. I think you can look for any optimum entry point anywhere in the price band of 1.220 to 1.221, and on the higher side, the retest of this immediate swing high can be expected while keeping the stop loss just below the day's low. So here we will have to take the risk of around 15-20 pips, and on the higher side we can expect the move of around 40 to 50 pips on the higher side, bringing us the risk reward ratio of 1 is to 2. So that's it from my side, looking at the current price formation in the Dow and Euro USD. And if any of you have any query or any idea to share, you can write to me in the feedback section, and I will be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risk associated with trading in the financial instrument, and one should be careful while utilizing the information provided. Have a fabulous day ahead. See you next time. Till then, goodbye, and do subscribe to the Cosco Webinar channel. Thank you.